What's up guys, Shadow the Sage Guy here and welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel. Now last time we left off we was going to Brayhard and getting information on it. So without further ado, let's continue. Taking a train. Oh. We've passed through the greenery region. What a beautiful view. Look, you can see a few staples in the distance. That's Brayhard. Indeed. We should be there in roughly an hour now. We may yet arrive by noon, after all.
Lord Eustace. Lord Eustace, welcome back to Brayhard.
It's a pleasure to see you again.
Amazing.
I can't believe all the station employees would abandon their duties to come and welcome him.
He's a real VIP.
I've returned here as a student of Thor's military academy to conduct a field study. I believe you were informed that this manner of excessive welcome is neither necessary nor desired, were you not? Well, yes, but...
You're a child of the Alberea household. If anything, we should be apologizing for not giving you an even greater welcome.
That's a little over the top, don't you think?
Please, allow me to carry your luggage.
We would be honored to carry the belongings of your classmates as well.
That won't be necessary.
Huh? Lord Rufus? Rufus? What?
My beloved brother, it's a pleasure to see you again. To think it's been 3 months. Where did the time go? I wasn't expecting to reunite with you so soon, but I'm delighted to have the opportunity.
As am I. You seem well.
I take it these are your fellow members of Class 7?
Yes, that's correct.
You know about us?
Of course. I've read all about you in my brother's letters.
Rufus
Where
Alberea.
are my manners, though? My name is Rufus Alberea. Eustace is my younger brother. You needn't hide your shock. It would come as no surprise at all to learn that my brother has never once mentioned me. He is, after all, quite easily embarrassed.
That's not...
He's being toyed with.
I can hardly believe my ears. What happened to the arrogant young upstart we've come to know and mostly tolerate?
But I digress. This is no time for idle chatter. I came to escort you to your lodgings for the weekend.
Wait, you don't mean...
The car is parked outside. Welcome to the verdant city of Bereahard. I hope you enjoy your stay, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7.
I see. So the one responsible for selecting our tasks this time around was...
Indeed. I selected them on behalf of my father. Allow me to present you with this.
Yeah. Received. Field study envelope. May.
Thank you.
It really is a fascinating coincidence. I never imagined my younger brother would become classmates with the son of Lord Schwarzer.
Huh? You know my father?
Certainly. Baron Theo Schwarzer is an old acquaintance of mine.
That he is. That he is.
Many years ago, I accompanied him to a falconry competition held in the suburbs of Heimdall. He taught me much about the practice and its etiquette. Why, that must have been 10 years ago now. Is he doing well these days?
Yes, he's quite well. And still just as fond of hunting as ever.
Splendid, splendid. And you must be the son of Governor Regnitz, no?
That's correct. I'm surprised you knew.
Indeed. I encounter him quite often when taking care of official matters in the capital. Though our positions may be different, he has given me excellent advice in the past. I feel it must be fate that you two would end up in my younger brother's class. Please do try and get along with him.
I will consider the possibility with an open mind.
Wonderful. And I would be remiss if I were not to acknowledge our two beautiful ladies. No doubt your presence brings a touch of elegance to my younger brother's academic life.
Oh, I'm honored you would say so. It's nothing like that.
Can we please stop discussing me? And when you say lodgings, you can't possibly be referring to...
Need you even ask? Naturally, you'll all be staying at the Alberea family mansion.
But...
I jest. Father's instructions were that I should do with you as I wish. So, considering the circumstances of your visit, I've had a hotel room prepared. That way you'll be able to concentrate more easily on your field study, no?
No.
Oh, thank you. Truly appreciate it.
This dude really ate his father. I wonder what that was all about.
I'm afraid we'll need to end our charming repartee here, however.
Repartee?
For I can see your hotel coming into view now.
Thank you for the escort. And thank you very much for arranging a hotel for us. We are truly grateful for your kindness. Oh, think nothing of it. Under ordinary circumstances, I would have invited you to a banquet this evening. But unfortunately, I have business I must attend to in Heimdall after we've finished here. In Heimdall? Will you be going by airship? Indeed, I'm representing our family. Don't tell me you're going to be all lonely and blue without me. Surely you jest. He may not be the most affordable person, but please do try to extend your kindness to my brother. May the goddess' blessing be with you. I pray that your field study activities are fruitful. So, that was Rufus Algebrea. I've heard rumors about him. They say he's the ace of the noble faction. Meeting him in person, it's easy to see where that reputation originated. He seemed like a rather charming person, projecting both intelligence and kindness. Yeah, he made a point of showing consideration for my dad too, even though he's a low-ranking noble. And he effortlessly thrust Eustace into the role of cute little brother. I would have preferred you not to have seen that. Though I must admit, I wasn't expecting him to leave Breahard just as we arrived. How unfortunate. What do you mean? Nothing, just concerns you. Nothing that concerns you. We should check in at the hotel and begin our work. Wait. Come on. Let's go drop off our things. Yes, that sounds like a good idea, though the thought of actually staying in a hotel this high class is kind of intimidating. Off we go. It is truly an honor that our humble establishment should have the opportunity to greet a member of the esteemed Dukes. Spare me the formalities. We came merely to drop off our belongings, after which point we will be leaving again immediately. Please show us our rooms as you wish. If you'll allow me to escort you to the western wing, then we've a fine suite prepared for you. We have individual rooms reserved for each of your classmates as well. Wait, I believe I told you before that we're here solely for our studies. This excessive hospitality is neither required nor appreciated. But Lord Eustace, I just insist. Don't make me repeat myself. We require only 2 rooms, one for the boys and one for the girls. Will that be okay with you guys, or you all? That works for me. It's more than enough. It's fine. Of course, we're students. We should be treated as such. We can finally start working on our field study task now, I think. Good. We've wasted more than enough time as it is. Now, let's crack open the envelope, shall we? Alright, here goes. Field Study Day 1. Assigned task. Of course, Canyon monster required. Of course, forts. A violent monster has been seen roving the Arcades Canyon's path, and the Cruisin Provincial Army would like it eliminated. Monster Fate Spinner. Location atop of a cliff partway along the Arcade Canyon path. Once the monster has been exterminated, please report to the soldier at the Arcade Fort. Oh, okay. Put a ring on it. Required. I'd like someone to help me find a particular semi-precious stone. For more details, talk to me at Turner's Jewelry. Brooke. Addicted to bath salt. The Voltaire family even baths in style, using nothing but most fabulous bath salt, which were unfortunately running out low on. Well, someone procure them for us. If this strikes your fancy, find me on the terrace outside of Sorcery Restaurant. Hassan Voltaire. Study area is defined as a 100 Selge radius around northeast Briarhard. Each student must record his or her activities daily to be remitted to the instructor upon request. One request from a noble, followed by one from an artisan. That should certainly keep things interesting. Yeah. They seem to have struck the perfect balance. The monster one sounds irritating. What do they mean by reports to Arcade's Fort on this one? Arcade's Fort sits on the opposite side of the Arcane Canyon. It's a provisional army base built in the Middle Ages. The request must have come from there. Sounds like trouble to me. We should probably save that one for last, just to be on the safe side. I'd advise that regardless, the path through the canyon is long and treacherous. We should complete our other tasks before we venture out that way. At least we run out of time. Yes, let's do that. Fine by me. I have no objections either. Alright, then let's get started. I'm sure Elise and the others are working hard on their own tasks as we speak, and we can't let them beat us. So, let's give this our all. Right. Okay. Of course. I give you my word. So, what we're going to do here is...
I'll handle it.
Yeah! I'll handle this.
Here we go!
So what we're going to do here is do the basalt one and then the gemstone one. That's what we're going to do. Wait, they wasn't sitting there. Oh well. Excuse me. Could we talk to you for a moment? Ah, might those uniforms be from Thor's Military Academy? I assume that you must be the students Lord Rufus mentioned then. What's this all about? Lord Rufus asked me to give some work to some students who came along here for some manner of field study, you see. Well, in truth, he asked my father first, but he's as busy as he ever was. So, the request was passed on to me, his heir. In other words, me. Oh, that sounds rather interesting, doesn't it? Now, take a guess at what I came up with. Oh, you're such a tease. Might I have some time to think about it? So what exactly was your request? You dare interrupt our conversation. You commoners truly have no courtesy, do you? It's only natural that... words today. It's only natural to wait for those superior to you to finish our Oh my. What's the matter? Lord Eustace, I had no idea you were here with these commoners. Well, I am... Do you still wish for us to remain quiet while you continue with this nonsense? Of course not. We would never be so crass. I could get used to this. Why couldn't he just stand where they could see him in the first place? Well, what is it that you're looking for? Your request stated that you want some kind of bath salt? Well, you see, I'd like to request that you procure some pink salt for us. I see. That's a rather difficult request. Fret not. Then I can change the request if you wish. That won't be necessary. A request is a request. Is that hard to find? That's not the issue. We need to make our way through the canyon to the east to find it, much like we need to do for the monster. It's closer to Arceus Fort than it is to the city, so it won't be easy journey. Oh, I see. Why are they putting salt in the bath though? Putting salt in the bath water warms the body. I don't really care for it, but it seems to have some positive health effects. Sounds like something only nobles could afford to do. Well, either way, we know exactly where we need to go. Yeah, let's get that request from the Artesian Street settled before making our way over there though. Okay, we're being forced to do the Artesian one.
This street seems kind of different from the others.
This is Artisan Street, where craftsmen and merchants ply their trades.
Okay. So what you're saying is a minute now. Indeed. We shouldn't have long to wait. Oh, it looks like he's with a customer right now. What should we do? Should we return later? Judging by that uniform, you're and I see Lord Eustace is with you too. Welcome to our store. Have you come regarding the field study request? We have, but I'd ask that you please refrain from giving any special treatment on my account. If our timing is inconvenient for you, we're quite amendable to return at a later hour. No, it's the opposite in fact. We were just discussing you as it happens. Alright then. Wait, you were discussing us? Does that mean? Of course. If you allow me to explain, this is Bangit, a tourist currently staying in Brayhard. He's the one responsible for the request that brought you here. See, I'm going to be getting married in the near future, and I came here to inquiry about having a wedding ring made. The artisans of Brayhard are renowned far and wide for their skills with gem processing, so it seems the ideal choice. So you've made what I presume to be a substantial journey in search of the perfect ring. It is a wonderful romantic thing to do, isn't it? There is no denying the quality of the jewels one can procure here, but they don't come cheap. That's exactly right. Unfortunately, Buying one of the local gemstones on my income isn't very pleasurable. And a septium ring especially is out of the question. I quickly realized how impulsive I'd been and had almost given up. But then I consulted with Burke here on whether or not I had any chance of finding a good deal, and he gave me a really good idea. Oh? That's right. A precious stone might be out of his budget, but there are stones just as beautiful that are a whole lot cheaper. Semi-precious stones, if you will. The name pretty self-explanatory. I suggest we make a ring for him, using one of specifically a gem known as dried tear. I'm not familiar with that one. I think I may have heard of it actually. It's made from very particular tree sap that hardens like stone after being exposed to air for a long time, and it has a translucent shine to it that people say is easily equal to septium. That's the one. I'm surprised you know so much about it. Guess you're an expert, Jules, as well, huh? That's our Emma. It's just a personal interest of mine. So does that mean the reason you called us here is... Exactly. I'd like you to go collect one of these dried tears for my client. Fortunately for you, many of the trees that a tear can be harvested from grows on the North Korean Highway. But even though it only qualifies as semi-precious, it's still pretty rare gem. So find one might not be an easy task. Well then, I suppose we'll just have to buckle down and look. It may not be quite the challenge our dear friend here has made it out to be. You know? Huh? The innocent wood tear that you seek. How would you respond if I were to say that I saw one with my own eyes mere moments ago? Who's this guy? Do you know him? I can't say I recall ever meeting him before, no. Gracious, how terrible and polite of me not to introduce myself before speaking. My name is Baron Blueblanc. It's a true pleasure to make your acquaintance. From painting, sculptures, and the finest of arts to the most delicate, detailed crafts, I am the connoisseur and love of beauty, craftsmanship, and artery in all their many splendid forms. I see. He seems a little off-putting, eccentric, but that's enough about myself. I hear you're seeking dry tear. Yes, that's right. You say you saw one moments ago. Are you certain? My dear lady, I would never dream of lying about the matters of beauty. I beheld the lights which you seek on the North Highway of that I am most certain. And yet I must confess that my knowledge of that area is not so great that I would be able to share its exact location. Though perhaps that's the way it should be. After all, a brilliant light has true meaning only when one grasps it with his own two hands. You don't say. Guy's manner of speech is irritating. So is the content of his words. Now, let's hear him out. Well, we're certainly appreciative for the information. May I ask why you're telling us all of this, though? Perhaps it's the spirit of inquisitiveness that drives you to seek a beauty mirror cannot buy. It moves me so. And being the generous man that I am, I denied to extend an olive branch. What? Is that sufficient enough a reason for you? Sure. Well, no. Soon enough if he's telling you the truth. Yes, we need to begin our search. We can choose to follow his lead, unspecific as it may be, or disregard it entirely. I think our chances are about equal either way. Well, we'll be leaving now. Hopefully you'll see us back soon enough with the dry tear in tow. Good luck. I appreciate it. Good day to you. That was kind of hard to read, not gonna lie.
I love the look of this city. It's so beautiful.
Maybe so, but it's got nothing on Heimdall in terms of sheer scale.
Okay, that's not the right way. Okay, here we go.
Let's get this over with.
Okay. Here I go.
I'll handle this.
Noble command. No, ruin blade.
Be gone! Ha! I shall fulfill my duty as a noble.
Advantage is ours. Let's finish it. Okay.
I'll handle this.
Go! That's that. Let's keep moving.
Yes, I'm overpowered for a reason. So I can do that. Wait. Is that the right way?
Bridge,
No.
huh?
Star Bridge. Beyond here is out of bounds for our field study.
Wait, oh, it's up there. Okay. Like, how do I... Oh, okay. It's so pretty. I'd say this is it. Alright, let's see if we can remove it without causing any damage. Dry tear. You can see right through it. Its radiance truly is the equal of Septium, just as the rumor said. Yes, I'm certain this will make for an exquisite ring. I can hardly wait to see the expression on Bridget's face when we show it to him. Although this does mean that Baron was telling the truth. Yeah. And we still have no idea why he went out of his way to tell us. But there's no point worrying about that now. We got what we came for. Yep, time to go. Let's go give this Bridget to... Let's go give this to Bridget then. What kind of name is Bridget? Seems like the war is picking up. Is that a shovel? It is a shovel. Why is there a shovel? That was the emblem of the Crimson Province, wasn't it? Are they part of the Provisional Army? I suspect they member of a unit stationed in Keldic. They're likely on their way to rendezvous with the main unit in Brayhard. Makes sense. I've never seen those vehicles accompanying them before though. Reinford's latest model of light armored transport, from the looks of it. They lack in firepower of a tank, but make up for it in maneuverability. They must have spent small fortune on those. You certainly seem to know a lot about them, Fee. Suppose so. Regardless, we have no reason to linger here. We should return to Brayhard ourselves. Yeah, you're right. Ah, you're back. Is something wrong? Well, could you give us the item? Sure, here. Thank you. What is taking so long? If you have what I asked for, hurry up and give it to me. Yes, sir, of course, at once. What's going on? Honestly, what don't I have all day? We don't have all day. This is why you commoners never get anywhere in life. Here it is, my liege. The dry tear was present to the count. So, this is what it looks like. I can confirm that this is genuine dry tear. I imagine it will be a bit hard, but as it is nothing more than petrified sap, you should be able to consume it without worry. Consume? We had to have heard that wrong? Alright then. What? Seriously? What are you doing? Much. No. Well, no reward. Here, my lord. Did he just really eat sap from a tree? Ah, scum. How did this come about? What the heck do you think you're doing? Marcus! You there, commoner. You might want to watch your tone when addressing someone as high ranked than yourself. Damn it. This isn't good. I shall be generous and let it pass this once. But you would do well to mind your manners in the future. If you were to truly anger me, your life could be cut short. Very short indeed. I think you're the one who oughta to mind his manners. What was that? Lord Eustace, what are you doing here in a place like this? That does not concern you. However, we went to great pains to find a dry tear for that man there, and I am most interested in hearing what exactly made you feel you had the right to consume it. But Lord Jesus, I allegedly purchased the stone from him. I have done nothing improper here. Is that what this man says true? Yes, it is. He agreed that he would give me a sum of mira in exchange for the tear. See? So, that stone was my property, which meant I could do with it whatever I wished. Okay. But why would you eat it? Well, the dry tear is used in Eastern herbal medicine, as it is said to possess a number of useful properties. Herbal medicine, a popular variety of alternative medicine practiced in the Eastern land. What useful properties? Nutritional supplements, supplementation mostly, but there are those who believe it can also prevent the effects of aging. That's a lie. Anyway, prevent aging. Utterly ludicrous. Be that as it may, it is my oh god, this word forget it. And now that the deed is done, I have no reason to remain here any longer. Lord Eustace, if you would permit it. Fine. Please leave. I am deeply grateful. If you will excuse us then. We beg your pardon. I'm sorry for causing a scene. Ineffective at controlling your temper as ever, I see. Some things never change. No, I should be the one to apologize. I'm sorry for making you watch that without a word of explanation beforehand, especially after all the trouble you went through to get it for me. So, is it true? Did the Count purchase it from you? Oh yes, that was completely true. Everything was on the level. Though honestly, considering he's a noble and Count at that, I couldn't possibly have refused. The situation may be changing for the better in Heimdall overall, but differences to those of higher stature is still the reality in areas where the Chancellor influence doesn't reach. I thought it might be something like that. As for the ring, I'm going to use the mirror the Count gave me as a deposit and buy one locally. I'm really sorry for putting you through all of this. I'll need to start making my way to the station now. I don't want to miss my train. Goodbye, everyone. I was observing, curious as to what manner of compelling drama might unfold, but alas, I witness was that voice. How long has he been there? I'd heard from the fine gentleman who works at this establishment that you are students here for field study now. I hope you'll forgive me for saying so, but I believe it is these setbacks in life which makes it truly beautiful to be alive. That comedy of errors may have been tough to endure, but your resilient struggle against injustice was simply breathtaking. Excuse me? However, alas, I must bid you adieu, for my search can never rest. The ultimate beauty is unearthed. I do pray we'll have the opportunity to meet again. Until such time, there will be students. What was that about? I think he was just trying to tell us not to let it get to us, maybe? We still don't know why he helped us to begin with. What comes of this request now? Good question. There's no stone left to make the ring. Does that mean we failed? No, you did exactly what we asked of you. It's unfortunate that things ended how they did, but that was through no fault of yours. So please accept your reward. But this, I understand how you must feel, but you did exactly what you were asked. You deserve nothing less than the reward you were promised. I must insist. Alright, thanks. Alright guys, I'm gonna end it here. Until next time.